Hey, what's up, family? I want to do this video here for all you landlords out there. We understand. We understand the plight that you're dealing with. And that's why I'm going to title this video, Moratorium. And we're going to talk about a little personal issues when dealing with moratoriums. That's also going to be the word of the day, moratorium. Now, if you look up the word, it simply means a temporary prohibition of an activity. Now, for y'all that's a little confused with that, let me give you another definition that'll make even more sense. It means to legally authorize, what the government is doing, to legally authorize debtors, meaning tenants, to legally authorize debtors to postpone payment. So to break that down, what does that mean? That's telling tenants, oh, you don't have to pay rent now until further notice, until we say so. To the government come up with a better term, but you don't got to pay your landlords. How nonsense is this? And see, it bothers me personally because that's something that me and my wife was very much into, owning other properties. And we know how this situation go with the court system. Even before this moratorium even started, we know the nonsense, how the court system is always bending for the tenant, never helping the landlord. The tenant could break the rules, move 1,000 people in, have animals, break the lease, all kind of ways. And the damn court system still be leaning towards their way. They get to speak to the judge personally, get extensions, all kind of nonsense. But the reason I'm standing on this moratorium stuff is because although y'all are doing this thing, like I said, moratorium to mean to legally authorize debtors to postpone payments. Okay, so tenants don't have to pay rent right now, right? But you got to pay it later. Come on, stop playing games. Because y'all know damn well we are going past 9 months now that you telling the tenant they didn't have to pay for 9 months. Let me just give you small numbers. Small, simple numbers. Rent $1,000. Simple. We're going to make this real simple. $1,000 a month, right? So if we're talking 9 months, someone haven't paid rent because of a moratorium. Do you really think after 9 months, we know it's going to go further than that, but we're going to just stay with 9 months. So 9 plus 9 is not 9, right? 9,000. Not 1,000 times 9 months. That's $9,000. Do you really think these tenants going to have $9,000 to say, hey, here's all the back rent that I owe you for all this? No, they ain't going to have no doggone $9,000. You know what they're going to do? They're going to do exactly what happened to us in the past before this moratorium even hit. Exactly. Where the daggone court system is going to piss you landlords off even more by they're going to tell you, well, it's out of our hands. What you're going to have to do, you're going to have to sue that tenant. How in the world is you going to be able to sue a tenant that ain't got nothing?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this what pisses me off with the court system because they're not helpful. Man, I'm telling you, I am so happy that me and my wife sold all the properties before this whole pandemic thing even happened.
Well, you could say that again.
I swear we dodged the bullet. Because, man, I swear I'd be so stressed because here's the nonsense. They tell you a moratorium, which means, remember, it means to legally authorize debtors, meaning renters, to postpone payment. So to give you a better understanding that with landlords that could be helpful, go to another one of my videos. It's called COVID-19 retroactive rent. And I gave you another way you can handle this and some other ways that it could be helpful to you. But anyway, could you imagine? Look at the insult these court systems are telling you. Oh, you're going to have to sue the tenant if they don't pay you that back money. Let me tell you something. How you going to sue somebody that ain't got nothing?
They don't even have a job.
Yeah, a lot of them are getting government assistance to pay their rent.
Yeah.
And then you're going to insult a landlord by saying, sue them. You know it's all a game y'all playing. Most of these people, the government is paying their rent. You tell them to sue them? This is ridiculous. Yo, I'm telling you, this moratorium stuff, it really had me pissed. And we don't even have other problems anymore, but it just pissed me because I understand what landlords are going through. We still got to pay the taxes, right? Right? We still got to pay the electric, the gas, the water bill. We still got to pay all these things. Yeah. But you telling this tenant, because of a moratorium, remember, to legally authorize debtors to postpone payment. I got to keep everything sustained and working in good order and pay my taxes and all this stuff. But then you telling me they can live here for free until further notice because of a moratorium? Listen, let me tell you something. When this is all over, whenever it's all over, the court systems, the townships you live in, they should be the ones giving landlords bailouts. Yeah. That's how it should go. Because y'all got some nerve, the government telling landlords because of a moratorium they can't evict tenants. And you got these tenants walking into the place with shopping bags and partying. It's almost like that Neo song. Remember that Neo song? Remember, it goes something like, I knew my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. I worked my ass off, but still can't pay it though. But I got just enough to get up in this club and have a good time. Remember that song? That's exactly it's a reason that was a hit. You go on to YouTube, you see it got millions upon millions, over 200-something million views on that song. You know why? Because a lot of people could relate. You don't got enough to pay the rent, but you got money to party. You got money to walk into your landlord's buildings with shopping bags, new Jordans, got your hair done, got your nails done. You ride around in your car. No, you got money for silly stuff. Like you said, I got just enough to get up in this club, but you ain't got your rent. You get what I'm saying? Now there's some situations where landlords, where let's say the boiler broke, and now the tenant is complaining, we ain't got no heat. Hey, you know what? This may sound foul to some of you people, but me personally, hey, I take my hat off to you landlords. If the boiler broke, that's right, keep it broke. Know why? Because, why should my boiler be working at top capacity for a person that's not paying me rent when I still got to pay a gas bill? I got to get this thing fixed, and they're not paying no rent because of a moratorium. You see what I'm saying? This is nonsense. It's insulting. Do you think them same tenants, because of the moratorium, they're not paying their rent? Do you think they're not paying their electric and their gas bill? Oh, they paying that, but you do got some that's not paying that. And guess what happened when they don't pay the electric bill? They don't tell the electric company, oh, you can't cut their electric off because of a moratorium. No, the electric cut them off. Now they be in their house with no electric, and it ain't no go to the city and a moratorium to the PSE&G, the electric company, the gas company, the cable company. No, guess what? You don't pay your gas bill, the gas company don't get a moratorium. They just cutting your crap off. So I take my hat off to any and all of you landlords. I understand. I hate to sound so passionate with this, but I am passionate because I know how it feels for the court system to be telling you, because of a moratorium, you can't evict. They got to stay there rent-free until further notice. But meanwhile, you got to still pay all your bills. You and your family are suffering. You know how stressful this is? That's another one of my videos. Go to that too. Spinks 4, type in Spinks 4 integrity and type up, it's just called stress. You know what stress can do to a person? A lot of landlords out there, stress will really drive a person mad. And this whole time, you know how many crazy things are going on? Did y'all see that video where the couple right across from each other shoveling snow? Look how stressed people drive some people mad. This guy arguing with the husband and wife, and they going back and forth, and the wife is running her mouth. Look, just let the two men argue if they're going to stop instigating. This guy unfortunately come out and shoots both of them and goes back in the house. They out there bleed, but they still was alive. He came back outside and point blank range, shot the wife and said, this is what you get for running your mouth, blah, blah, blah. And then went over and killed the husband. But see, I'm not saying that's right what he did, but what I am saying is stress levels. You got somebody stressed off. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay on the top of the moratorium. But I'm just talking about how stress could really stress some people out. A lot of these landlords, you're dealing with all kind of levels of stress, and you still got to pay your daggone taxes. You still got to pay your water bill. You know people lose their houses for not paying a water bill? You know that? For all you people out there that don't know that, don't know much about realty or whatever, real estate, you got people lose their houses because of a water bill. That's crazy. But anyway, like I said, I understand with these moratoriums. And it don't make no sense, and it's insulting for a damn court system to tell you, well, sue them. You, like I said, you think after 9, 10 a year, a tenant is going to have $10,000 to give you when they ain't had nothing in the first place? No, you know what they're going to do? They're going to move.
Yep.
And the court system insulting you by saying, well, just sue them. Sue them. Guess what the tenant is doing? They like, you can sue me if you want. Good luck. Because I ain't got nothing to sue me for. That's what they're doing. You know what this kind of also remind me of? This remind me of back in the days. I remember when my daughters was in high school. Now, it's going to sound a little crazy, but just stay with me. I love to give y'all a good analogy of a good story that relates to the topic at hand. Now, check this out. When my daughters was in school, way back in the days, right? I remember one day my daughter came home and she said she got suspended. So, me as a responsible parent, I was like, yo, what the hell did you do in school? What'd you get suspended for? She said, Dad, seriously, I didn't do anything to warrant me getting suspended. At least I don't think I did. I said, so what exactly happened? She said it was a fight after her volleyball practice, as they was leaving the school, it's pretty much empty. She said as they was leaving the school, she seen a guy that she knew from a distance and a group of other guys run over to him, and they jumped him and was fighting him. And as they was leaving that way, she said her and a couple other cats pulled out their phone and she just recorded it. That's all she did. So 2 days later, we get a phone call at the house. I answer the phone, and it's a guidance counselor. And she says to me, she tells me about the events that transpired. She says, yeah, Mrs. Spinks, yeah, we understand it was a fight at the school, and we understand that your daughter was there. I said, yeah, my daughter told me all about that. She said, oh, yeah, you think I could get her information, what happened? So I just said, well, I'll just tell you everything she told me. And I told her everything. After I told her everything, I said, matter of fact, Miss such a, whatever her name was, I said, my daughter actually recorded it. She actually have a video of it that will help you even more. Hopefully you can identify these kids. From what I understand, they don't even go to the school. They jumped on the kid that go to the school there. She said, oh my gosh, you have a video? That would be wonderful. Could you send it to me? Gave me an email and all that. I sent it to her. Do you know the next day my daughter came home and said she got suspended? So I said, what? You got suspended? Got suspended? She said, Dad, they suspended me because they said I filmed the fight. I said, but wait, hold on. No, that don't make no damn sense.
But
like
babe,
this whole damn moratorium.
But babe, I don't mean to cut you off, but what is that story? I'm kind of a little bit into it, but...
Like what that got to do with this moratorium?
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked that. What it has to do with it, I'm getting to that point right now, is that they penalize the responsible parents opposed to the somewhat irresponsible parents. So now let me get to that. Okay. So now, my daughter said they suspended her, and I said, what they suspended you for? She said, because I recorded the fight. I said, but you wasn't the one in the fight. And other kids don't even go to that school. I said, I'm trying to help them out. I'm being helpful to the guidance counselor, and I'm giving her information and a video that they don't have none of this stuff. And they suspended you. I said, so what happened with the boy? She said, oh, he's still in school. I said, wait, hold on a daggone minute. So you telling me the kid that actually was in the fight didn't get suspended? She said, yeah, because she said she had to explain it to me later. And later she said because they couldn't get in contact with her mother. So I called the school and I spoke to the guys. I said, hey, what? Explain to me and make some sense out of it. Because right now I am pissed right now that you telling me my daughter got suspended because she was helpful. I, as a parent, me and my wife was helpful, gave you all information and a video, and you suspended my daughter? She said, well, Mrs. Spade, let me just explain to you. He will eventually get suspended, the kid that was in the fight. It's just that the reason we haven't suspended him so far is because his mother is a single mom and she works 2 jobs, and we have yet to get in contact with her yet. And by law, we can't suspend the kid if we ain't get in contact with the mother yet. Let me tell you something. The mother is equivalent to your question. The mother is equivalent to the damn tenants.
Okay,
during the moratorium. She know what her son is into. She know her. She's laughing every night with her son saying, "Oh, they trying to get in contact with me? Good luck." Yeah, I got things to do. I ain't got time to be worried about that damn school. But boy, you better straighten up, whatever. But meanwhile, so like I said to the guys, I said, so you suspended my daughter because you can get in contact with us? Because we are at all the PTA meetings? Because we're very involved? I work long hours on my job too. But I'm very involved in my kid's life. And I don't hide from responsibilities that she's supposed to take care of, which in this case, we was helpful. And you penalizing the responsible parents' kids? But the parent who's ducking and diving you, that kid is still in school? Man, I was on the phone with that lady pissed off. Because, like you said, what's the correlation? The correlation is me and you, responsible parents, a.k.a. the landlords, dealing with a moratorium guidance counselor, a.k.a. also the kid parent, aka tenant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like irresponsible parents. Well, you know, she working 2 jobs, single. I don't need to hear all that nonsense. The point of the matter, you suspended my daughter, and she wasn't in the fight. But the kid that was in the fight didn't get suspended. And then my daughter told me it was like a month later they finally suspended him. I said, what kind of nut? And I had to go up to the school and I had to really go off on them. Like, what the hell kind of system is y'all running? So that's what I mean by the correlation right there. Okay. It's like landlords who's doing all the responsible stuff are being penalized. Whereas tenants who are not paying rent, they're laughing and carrying about and being irresponsible. And yes, to some of you tenants out there, they go, well, I'm not laughing. But y'all just like that Neo song. But I got just enough to get up in this club and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do. Y'all know rent is due, but you out here buying Jordans, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, partying. Your landlord got to watch you walk into his building with shopping bags. And you out here, your son getting all this done and that done, your daughter. And it's like, but you ain't paying me my damn rent. So like I said, to any and all you tenants out there that your hot water heater, AKA supposedly broke, your boiler supposedly broke. Hey, I take my hat off to you. Keep it broke. Keep it supposedly broke.
Yeah, the landlord.
Yeah, landlords, keep it broke. Because damn it, it don't make no sense that people are living in your property and not paying rent. And you know, as well as I know, when the moratorium is over, they ain't got no damn $12,000 to give you. They're gonna be ghosts.
Yeah.
Man, in closing, like I said, go to both those videos. Sphinx for Integrity. Type up the one called COVID-19 retroactive rent. I give y'all an option what you can do to collect some rent and how you go about it. The other one is stress, because stress can make pre-existing conditions even worse, rather it be medical, physical, or whatever the case. But when it's a mental issue, it can really mess you up. And this, as a landlord, I know the stress levels that it would take and bring us to. I know. And on that note, I'm gonna let y'all go. Peace.